Hello dear student, it is the second video of heredity and inheritance class 10th. Last time we discussing about the what is the inherited trait or what is the acquired trait. Now today we are discussing about the actual Mendelism or why the Mendel selected the pea plant for their study. Okay, so here in Mendelism the first word genetics. Genetics. What is the meaning of the genetics? Study of heredity, study of heredity and variation is called as genetics. Now the genetics, who is the father of genetics? Who is the father of genetics? That is the Dr. Gregor John Mendel is the father of genetics. He studied the pea plant in 1865 in pea plant. Okay, now this pea plant generally first time studied by Dr. John Mendel pea plant. What is the botanical name of this pea plant? Their name is what? Pisum sativum. Pisum sativum is a botanical or scientific name of the pea plant. Now this Pisum sativum generally first time studied by Dr. John Mendel, or reason why only the Pisum sativum become selected by the John Mendel? They also have some scientific reason. Okay, so this Pisum sativum, which is the characteristics present in the Pisum sativum for their selection? The characteristics of the Pisum sativum, characteristics of a Pisum sativum. The first characteristics of the Pisum sativum selection is the plant have the short lifespan. Plant have short lifespan. The approximate the plant life is a 90 to 145 days or a 3 to 5 month. Okay, 3 to 5 month, like the lifespan of the pea plant. Now second character, the flower of pea plant become a bisexual. What is the meaning of bisexual? Bi, their meaning is what? Two sexual gamete or two different sexual organ. This one is the one gamete or one, that is a male gamete. One male gamete is androecium, and second gamete, that is the gynoecium. And second is what? Gynoecium is a female gamete. Gynoecium is what? Female gamete. Gynoecium. So this both androecium and gynoecium, they present in single plant or single flower. That's why it is called as bisexual flower, bisexual plant. Now bisexual plant or a flower. Now the next characteristics, third characteristics, the plant which showing the pollination. What is the meaning of pollination word? Pollination, transfer of pollen grain, anther to stigma. Transfer of pollen grain anther to the stigma is called as pollination. And this pea plant, they generally carried out by the two types of pollination. They favor the two types of pollination. First is a self pollination and second is a cross pollination. So that's why Mendel selected the pea plant. Now the fourth characteristics. In pea plant, they have the different size of the seed. Okay, in pea plant have various colors and shape of a seeds. Now the fifth characteristics. The pea plant also have the different contrasting character. It also have the various contrasting characters. What is the meaning of various contrasting character? Their root, stem, leaf, fruit, flower, they have the various variety or the variation. Now the last characteristics of the pea plant selection is what? All seeds produce all seed produce fertile offspring. What is the meaning of fertile? Their meaning is what? All seed produce fertile offspring. What is the meaning of fertile offspring? Their meaning is what? They are able to reproduce. So these are the following reason for selection of the pea plant. Now the next character of a pea plant selection is what? This is all about the 6 reason. That's why Mendel selected the pea plant for their study. Now, which 7 contrasting character generally observe the Dr. John Mendel in pea plant? So we are discussing these 7 contrasting character. Okay, these 7 contrasting character. Contrasting characters. Okay, contrasting character. Which of this contrasting character? The first contrast. How many characters they studied by the Mendel? Dr. John Mendel, they studied the 7 contrasting character. The first contrasting character. But before we discussing the contrasting character, we said the one word, that is the dominance and recessive. Here word dominance, and second word is what? Recessive. What is the meaning of dominance and recessive? The character directly visible parent to offspring is called as dominant trait, or the character or the speciality or the sign which does not easily visible parent to offspring, that is called as what? Recessive trait. So first character selected by the Mendel or studied by the Mendel, that is the plant height. Okay, first character, plant height. Now plant height is what? That is a tall. And what is the opposite word of the tall? Dwarf or a short. Now this tall, they are represent as the capital letter, and dwarf represent as the small letter. Okay, so this is the first character studied by Dr. John Mendel. Now the second character, position of flower. Position of a flower. There are the basically 2 position of the flower. For example, this is the plant. Suppose this is the plant. This is the pea plant. In this pea plant, the position of the flower. Suppose the flower, they are growing upside region, or one flower they are going here, this downside region. So this upside flower is called what? Axial, and this downside flower is called as what? Terminal. Okay, so according to the basis of Mendel selected the position of the flower axial position, and second is what? Terminal. Okay, terminal. Axial, they are represent as the capital A, and terminal represent as the small a. Now the third character studied by the Mendel, colors of a flower. colors of a flower. Now the color of the flower, that is the violet, and second color is what? White color. Violet represent as the capital V. White represent as the small v. But why? Again, if the flower become attractive, that time pollinator become attract towards the flower and pollination become successful. But if the flower become the dull in nature, the pollinator can't attract you. So that's why the violet is the dominant trait and the white is the recessive trait. 4 characteristics, that is the pod shape. Okay, pod shape. The pod have the two types of shape. First is the inflated, or second is what? Constricted. So inflated or constricted. Inflated represent as the capital I, and constricted is represent as the small I. Now inflated, how they are look like the pod? They are look like this form. This is the constricted. So this is the constricted pod. They are look like this form. This is the constricted pod. Sorry, inflated pod, or this is the constricted pod. They are look like this form. These are the constricted. So this is the constricted. So according to the basis of the seed, or according to the basis of the pod shape, inflated is a dominant and the constricted become the recessive pod. Now the next character selected by the Dr. John Mendel is a fifth character, pod color. The pod basically have the two types of color. The pod color, the green color, as well as the yellow color. Green, they are represent as the capital G, and yellow represent as the small g. So this is the pod color. Green become a dominant color and yellow become the recessive color. Now the sixth trait generally studied by the Mendel, that is the seed shape. The seed have the two types of shape. One is the round. The seed, they are look like this, means round, look like this form. These are the round shape. And second is what? Wrinkled. They are look like this form. So these are the wrinkled seed. So Mendel selected the pea plant according to now the 7th number characteristics, or last characteristics of the pea plant, that is the 7th characteristics, seed color. Colors. Now the seed color, the dominant color become the yellow, is a dominant color, and green is a recessive color. Green is what? Recessive color. The yellow represent as the capital Y, and green is represent as the small y. So these all 7 contrasting character generally studied by the Dr. John Mendel in their experiment. Next time we discuss Mendel monohybrid ratio. Thank you.